Terrorists kidnapped 87 in fresh Kaduna attack. Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union begin nationwide strike. Bauchi ice block sellers decry poor power supply despite high demand. And on the international scene, Cubans stage protests demanding electricity and food amidst the economic hardship. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thank you for joining us, and now the details. Now, terrorists on Sunday night kidnapped about 87 people after launching a fresh attack at the Kajuru Station community in Kajuru local government area of Kaduna State. A member of the Kajuru Station youth, Harris Sudari, confirmed the incident on Monday in Kaduna. Harris said the terrorists also broke into some shops and stole food items and other valuables. He said they invaded the village around 10 p.m. Now, the attack came barely 2 days after 15 women, a man, and were also abducted in the Dogwa Noma community of the same local government. Kajuru and Chikun local government areas had in the past 2 weeks become the hotbed of kidnapping, causing tension in the state. Now, 4 individuals are feared dead following a clash between the Ayeke and Enweli communities in Ibaji local government area of Kogi State. The long-standing conflict, fueled by land disputes, escalated into a violent confrontation between the two communities over the weekend. According to local sources, both sides have laid claim to a particular parcel of land, and previous attempts to resolve the dispute have failed. Now, the situation deteriorated on Friday when members of both communities engaged in a physical altercation resulting in loss of lives and property destruction. Gunfire was exchanged until security forces intervened on Saturday to restore calm. By Saturday evening, 4 deaths had been confirmed, with numerous injuries reported and property damage in the affected villages. Despite efforts by community stakeholders and security agents to broker a ceasefire, tensions remain high pending a final resolution of the conflict. The State Police Command has been contacted for further details on the incident, but no response has been received as of the time of reporting. The outbreak of violence prompted the Speaker of the Igala Youth Leaders Assembly to issue a distress call for urgent intervention, highlighting the severity of the situation and the need to protect vulnerable families trapped in their homes due to the hostilities.
If you can look it well, for the far distance, na Eke people. For the far distance, na Eke people. Okay? Na Eke people. For the far distance, na Eke people.
Now, 4 days after a bus was attacked where 7 persons were killed, decomposing bodies of a pastor with African church and that of his wife was on Saturday found in the bush along Maraba Baisa in Donga local government area of Taraba State, while their 13-month-old baby was missing. Pastor Kumato Jacob Abba was declared also missing on Wednesday after he left his church in Bali, the headquarters of Bali local government area of Taraba State, to attend the church's congress in Donga on a motorcycle with his wife and their baby. The head of Tiv traditional rulers in Taraba State, who is also the Tia Bali, Chief David Ba, said the bodies of the couple were found in a bush near Maraba Baisa, while the youth and security were conducting a search to know their whereabouts. The Taraba State Police Command is yet to comment on this incident. Away from security matters, the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union, NASU, have begun a nationwide strike over what they decried as unfair treatment and disparity in the payment of withheld salaries by the federal government. SANU President Muhammad Ibrahim lamented that no government representative has officially reached out to the non-academic unions, and even though some have reached out unofficially, their assurances cannot be taken to the bank. The SANU president said the Labour Minister in Kiruka, Onyejiocha, has not reached out to the aggrieved unions, despite that a 7-day notice was issued last Monday. Ibrahim said should the government fail to heed the demands of the unions after a 7-day warning strike, which commenced today, then SANU and NASU would go back to their toolbox and decide the next line of action. The All Progressive Congress, the APC, has selected Dennis Idahosa as its deputy governorship candidate in the September 21st Edo governorship election. Idahosa will serve as a running mate for the APC candidate in the state, Senator Monday Okpebolo. Idahosa was one of the aspirants who vied for the APC ticket for the Edo governorship election during the party primaries, but lost to Okpebolo, who eventually emerged as the party's flag bearer for the November 21st, 2024 election. Idahosa will take the place of Honorable Omoregie Ogbedie Ihama, who was named by the governorship candidate last week as his running mate. Now, in an effort to bring an end to power rationing and the intermittent interruptions of power supply currently being experienced in parts of Kaduna metropolis, the management of Kaduna Electric has earmarked about 350 million naira to upgrade the Millennium City injection substation. The Chief Operating Officer, Abubakar Sadiq Mohammed, stated this in Kaduna on Sunday while taking delivery of a 7.5 MVA transformer recently procured for onward installation at Millennium City. The COO stated that the company is embarking on the capital investment to address the issues of load shedding and power rationing affecting over 20,000 customers in 7 communities within and around Millennium City, Kaduna. As such, this multi-million naira project is aimed at addressing these challenges and bringing significant relief to our customers in Kazaure or Kadaure, KK, A and B, Dan Ono, Kadage, Dambushia, and Sabangida communities, all in the Millennium City, Kaduna, he said. The COO stated further that on the completion, the capacity of the injection substation shall be upgraded to 2 times 7.5 MVA with a new additional 11 kV line. Ice block sellers in Bauchi State are calling for a government intervention in the improvement of electricity supply as they are unable to meet the growing demand for customers due to the Ramadan fast and heat season. The epileptic power supply means also supply shortages are increasing by the day, with both consumers and sellers feeling frustrated. Now here is Adamu Imam with the situation report. Take a look.
Ice block patronage within Bauchi metropolis and transporting the product to neighboring communities has become a seasonal occupation, especially this time of the year due to the heat wave and Ramadan fast. A business mostly pursued by youths across the state, the current heat wave and the ongoing Ramadan fast means the demand is at all-time high. The lingering power shortage, however, has been largely responsible for the challenges these young business owners continue to face.
The business is going, but it's not going smoothly. The business is going, is fluctuation. It's going up, it's going down, like that, you know. This cost of the naira, the rest of the dollar is for everyone. It's not for only the one that's selling flour or rice or something like that. It's for everybody. Before we are selling this very ice block, 100 naira per each pieces. Today we are selling it 250 naira, 300.
We are appealing to the government regarding the issue of power supply. Our business is facing serious problems, resulting in a scarcity of ice blocks. especially during the month of Ramadan. I have traveled all the way from Bura in Ningi local government area, almost 200 kilometers, just to buy ice blocks, but I couldn't find any. We used to travel long distance to get the product, but it is now very scarce in Kano, Jigawa, and even here in Bauchi. There is a significant challenge. Maman Fati and Adamu Shuara share their experiences in the business while encouraging stakeholders to uplift the youths out of poverty and unemployment using small and medium business skills.
If women can join this business, it will be good. Apart from ice block business, they can also thrive through local juice and help the family. Having a business will also make women to be respected, because if you're busy and make money for yourself, there will be peace in the house.
Cost anything to have the price is over. Ice block now only one is 300 naira, is 200 naira, is 350 for you own. When you are going to take it from here to your house, where you will pay motor service, motor fee, and how much are you going to sell it? If you say 350 or 450, many people see it's too cost. How can you do?
The gaps and challenges in the power sector in Nigeria continue to hamper the productivity of small business like ice block production, which in turn affects the viability of the business despite the current high demand. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
Traders of various items and customers in Jos, the Plateau State capital, are decrying low patronage and the continued economic hardship. Now, traders are lamenting a slowdown in sales, while buyers are struggling with low purchasing power to buy the food items and essential commodities for the Ramadan fast. Ado Musa completes the report.
This year's Ramadan fast has presented considerable economic challenges for Nigerians, impacting both business owners and customers nationwide. The high cost of goods and services has resulted in widespread lamentation among them. Many traders have observed a notable decrease in customer turnout, attributing it to customers' inability to afford their products. Well, we thank Allah for what we are witnessing today, but our business is not flourishing like before. The amount that we used to buy a bag of date has doubled compared to the price last year. Removal of fuel subsidy and high collection of tax are the main causes of the problem. Our businesses are slowing down due to the low patronage occasioned by food inflation. Because of the current economic situation, people have cut down their expenses. Yes, of course, we are finding it difficult in the market because people don't have money, and that is why we are experiencing low patronage unlike previous years. Some customers speak to Trust TV on the economic situation. They are fasting just because it has become compulsory on us. Because we struggle to buy food to eat, unlike last year when things were a bit affordable. Now, food has become very expensive and we can't longer afford it. Everything is expensive. Last year, we used to labor and buy food for the family, but this year, the story is different. Things are difficult indeed. We are managing to get what we will breakfast with. The traders and their customers have urged government at all levels to intervene and cushion the situation to ameliorate the pains of average Nigerians. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
Traditional rulers charged to safeguard Yoruba culture and core values. This and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is Trust News Update. Here's a recap of our top stories. Reported terrorists kidnap 87 in fresh Kaduna attack. And Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union begin nationwide strike. Now moving on to more stories. The National Environmental Standards and Regulation Enforcement Agency Nasria has sealed about 13 facilities in the Federal Capital Territory for violation of environmental laws. The Director General of Nasria, Professor Aliyu Jauro, said the facilities were sealed for failing to abate environmental concerns ranging from environmental impact assessment, environmental audit, environmental management plans, environmental permits, etc. Now both in the green and brown environment. He said a total of 10 facilities in the green sector and 3 in the brown sector were sealed. The sealed facilities include the Veritas Plastics, Almat Farms, Dayak Nigerian Limited, the Fig Contracting Limited, the Peachville Estate, Net Construction Nigeria Limited, and Sazak Acre Biolog, yes, among others. Traditional rulers in Yoruba land have been charged to be vanguards of safeguarding the Yoruba culture and traditions, which are to the brink of extinction. Now, this charge comes on heels of the heavy dominance of foreign culture and faith in the Yoruba culture. Hamid Oyegbade tells us more in this report.
The Yoruba people of the southwestern part of Nigeria take pride in their rich cultural heritage. Traditional rulers are the custodians of these cultures and traditions which are meant to be protected jealously. But the dominance of foreign culture and religion among the Yoruba people poses a serious threat to the continued existence of Yoruba culture and tradition. The Olowu of Kuta Kingdom in Osun State, Oba Hamid Adekunle Oyelude Makama, says the solution starts with the traditional rulers themselves.
Many of our colleagues have totally digressed from the core value of being a traditional ruler. Many of our colleagues in Yoruba land today are either Islamic ruler or Christian ruler. But I am not being enthroned in the mosque. I am neither enthroned in the church. I am enthroned in Ojamosun here according to the culture and tradition of Owu and Yoruba.
A traditionalist, Olusegun Daramola, lamented that many traditional rulers have abandoned Yoruba culture and tradition because of their faith.
If you know that you are a Muslim or you are a Christian and you felt that your faith will not allow you to respect that too, but there's no point. There's no point sitting on it in the first place. Just respect your faith and yourself. Just move on.
Oba Hamid Adekunle Oyelude Makama appealed to the media to assist in promoting Yoruba culture and tradition.
When you see some traditional ruler misbehaving, don't amplify it. Believe that it has a problem. Some of them might even have a depression. You may not know. Believe you have a problem, downplay it.
Ironically, while the Yorubas are copying foreign culture, Europeans are learning and practicing the Yoruba culture, an indication that Yoruba culture is unique and acceptable globally. Hamid Oyegbade, Trust TV News, Osogbo.
In a proactive step towards curbing the spread of malaria in Nigeria, the Plateau State government has received a donation of 2.9 million naira worth of treated mosquito nets from the World Bank through the Presidential Malaria Initiative. Supervised by the Plateau State Commissioner of Health, Cletus Shukut, the distribution of these nets to all 17 local government areas of the state aims to significantly reduce the prevalence of malaria within the region. Ndak Kizito, the coordinator of the Malaria Initiative under the Ministry of Health, emphasized that the distribution ensures equitable access to mosquito nets for households across the state, thereby amplifying the impact of the initiative. Ifeanyi Chukwu, representing the global health supply chain, affirmed the provision of technical support, including personnel training, in preparation for the distribution launch.
Of the people governor, His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Moodfarm, because he has given them the conducive environment to work, and then not even giving the environment, but the governor also went ahead to also pay the counterpart funding to help in distribution of this work, and that is why we are here today. So we appreciate our governor for that gesture.
And we're still undergoing the training. As we're carrying the nets down to local government, the training of our household mobilizers, which will go house by house to register people so that we'll have a tentative knowledge of the number of people that will be eligible to benefit from this net.
First of all, is to support the market transportation of nets to all the 17 local governments in the Plateau State. We commence these activities today, and we are going to saturate all the local governments within 7 to 10 days. You understand? So as you can see, what they are doing is stacking of this net. Because accountability is key. The people that procure this net do not want to hear any stories different from what they have planned to hear.
From the international scene, Cubans have staged a rare street protest on Sunday over food and electricity shortages as the country suffered long outages that left parts of the island without power for up to 14 hours a day. Witness, however, said that electricity was restored to the city later in the day and 2 truckloads of rice were delivered. Cuban Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez responded on X, urging the United States not to interfere in the country's internal affairs. Cuba's power comes from 8 old thermoelectric power plants, generators, and 8 floating electricity plants leased from Turkey, which were also affected by the fuel shortage. Cuba has been experiencing a wave of blackouts since the start of March due to maintenance works on the Antonio Gutierrez thermoelectric plant, the island's largest. In sport, Rangers Football Club of Enugu on Sunday at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, Enugu, defeated Lobby Stars of Makurdi 2-1 in the Week 26 Nigerian Professional Football League. The first 45 minutes of the encounter saw the host team dominate proceedings from the blast of the whistle, but the stout defense of Lobby denied them of goals. However, the Flying Antelopes were awarded a penalty in the 39th minute when Ugochukwu Ejike was hacked down in the box by Lobby goalkeeper Lucky Abdullahi. Ugochukwu neatly beat Abdullahi to give Rangers a deserving lead in the 40th minute to end the first half 1-0, and Kingsley Madufori gave Rangers the second goal immediately on resumption of the second half in the 48th minute. Substitute Stanley Ogambo pulled one back from the Lobby in the 60th minute. All efforts by Rangers to increase the tally failed, while Lobby's attempt to equalize proved abortive. And with that, we have come to the end of Trust News Update. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms and join our YouTube for more news programs and documentaries. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.